LASIK is ruining your life. Scientifically proven as well. By Leo Hansen. Let's get into it.
If you're a contact-wearing, glasses-toting, half-blind girly like me, then I'm sure you've all heard about the magical world of laser eye surgery. A 5-minute procedure can change your eyes for a lifetime, and you'll finally be—
If I remember correctly, my grandma got that. I think my grandma got that. Just recently. Not too long ago, and she's now seeing, like, I don't know.
able to see again. All those pesky contacts and glasses that you keep buying, save your money for a vacation because you won't need them anymore. This is a dream that countless individuals were sold before their lives were changed forever because of laser eye surgery. We've all learned in life that sometimes when something sounds a little bit too good to be true, it probably is. Today, we're diving really deep into the world of laser eye surgery and how a company selling a dream ruined the lives of thousands. And what's even worse, people died because of it. Guys, let's buckle up because this is about to be a wild ride. So what is laser eye surgery, or LASIK eye surgery exactly? Laser eye surgery is most commonly known as LASIK. LASIK stands for Laser Assisted In Situ Keratomylosis. Whatever the heck that means, I practiced that just to impress you, let's be honest. There are multiple different types of LASIK surgery, including LASIK smile surgery, PKR, PTK, YAG, freaking YMCA.
Hey! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! This is scary. I don't want to get copyright. I would say, like, if I had problems with my eyes, I probably wouldn't do that because I'm scared of surgeries, to be real.
They all vary in how they're performed, and I guess you kind of have to look into each one to decide what procedure is right for you, but they all create the same kind of results. I just want to watch a little informational video about the differences between like LASIK and PRK because I'm still confused.
The difference between LASIK and PRK is that in LASIK, we use a sophisticated laser to create a flap on the surface of your eye that we lift up. Whereas in PRK, we use a solution that loosens that same layer of tissue. And you can see in this animation, once it's loosened, we use a special tool to remove it. Both LASIK and PRK, we use the same vision correction laser to get you out of glasses and contact lenses. But in LASIK, after the laser treatment is done, we place that flap back down and it self-heals. Whereas in PRK, we place a contact lens temporarily on your eye that serves as a bandage.
A flap? What's the flap? Let's just use the word LASIK in this video.
Flap? What's the flap? Well, it's clearly something, some tissue from your eye. Like it has to be.
For the sake of not mentioning all of those names time and time again as like an umbrella term for laser eye surgery. LASIK is a 30-minute procedure taking about 10 minutes per eye where a surgeon will place numbing drops in your eye, then they will remove the top layer of your cornea and use a laser to fix your vision. Then the cornea is replaced and it's stated that the cornea will reattach itself to your eye in like a couple hours, and then boom, you've got perfect eyesight. Sounds pretty easy, right?
So how does LASIK eye surgery work? First, numbing eye drops, so you don't feel it. Then, we take off the top layer, or the
Oh, that is disgusting if it's depicted like that. My dream to see, too bad it's expensive. The way it looks is disgusting, I'll be real.
After that,
I can't with that knife. The way—
Wait, I'm blocking that. Give me a second, Raven. Give me a second. I'm blocking that. I'm blocking that. I don't want to block that. Give me a sec. I'll move myself over again. Okay, if I come across this creator, this lady more often, I need to do this way. Let's continue.
that they peeled the eye off? And why did he make it so casual?
laser goes in and beams the cornea, which changes the way the light gets inside of your eye.
Oh.
Then, we replace the sclera. In a couple weeks, it all heals up.
I'm shook. He was a little too casual about that for my liking. Now, it sure is interesting watching those few demonstrational videos, but it definitely doesn't give us a first-hand look at what actually happens in this surgery. And guys, I hate to break it to you because the truth is you just can't be asleep for this procedure. They need you awake with your eyes wide open. I feel like that—
I swear I couldn't do that. I swear I could not do that. I would not be able to do this. Call me a coward, but that I wouldn't do that.
is traumatizing on its own, let alone the absolutely horrible complications that we're gonna get to later on in this video. Let's watch a real person describe their experience getting LASIK.
I got LASIK last night, and it is insane waking up with 20/20 vision, but no.
You're like, you lucky man having good eyes. And yet almost everyone in my family would technically need glasses. The only people that in my family that don't need glasses are me and my sister. My older sister. Everyone else would technically need glasses.
No one warns you about how gnarly that procedure is. I did zero research on how the whole thing goes down. So I walked in there with a Valium and a dream. And you walk in and they kind of pin your head down. And they start out with a few numbing drops. Steady fire hose stream of drops to both eyes. It's like, okay, this is how we're gonna be doing it.
It's enough slices! It's enough freaking drops!
And they say they're gonna cut the flap.
What's the flap? What's the flap?
Flap! Is this gonna get disgusting now?
What's the flap? You lose vision when they cut the flap. Like, it goes.
Ooh, no, I'd rather wear glasses. No, I'd rather wear glasses for my entire life. No.
Dark.
Hello? So we gotta go blind before we can see again. Right, good.
Take your eyesight before you can see again.
Good to know.
And after that, I was like, I'm done. I can go home and everything will be perfect. And they're like, okay, next step, the laser.
Bring in the laser!
We have another step. Then the laser starts doing as lasers do. And you can smell it burning your eyeball.
Pardon? This is something.
Pardon me? You can smell it? Okay.
That is commonly mentioned, that you can actually smell your burnt eye. No thanks.
Doctor's like, don't move, don't speak. Don't move, don't speak. I couldn't move or speak. I was having a panic attack.
Absolutely.
So no worries there, doc. After that, they just kind of flip the flap back over and send you home, and you wake up the next morning and it's like, give me a vision test. GMLFD. I mean, I can see literally anything.
Not the search being LASIK ruined my life. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
This is how laser eye surgery works. Now, I had LASIK done many years
I don't wanna see more. I don't wanna see more
ago because honestly, I couldn't see crap. And so they performed the LASIK on me, and my vision is so much better. It's one of the best things I ever did for myself. But honestly, this whole process was excruciating. Now, they put a drop of numbing medicine over your eye to numb your eye up. And so you don't actually feel anything during the process, but just watching as they're messing with your eyeball and you literally can't blink was...
Tell me how you don't start looking around. I mean, is it because your eye is numb that you're not able to look around? But for me, I'd be like, what's happening? What's happening? But they're like really holding the whole ball in place.
Just so weird.
Raven? Good luck.
And so excruciatingly uncomfortable. So now they reshape the eyeball with the laser, and usually your vision is better right away. It's very dramatic. It's the best thing I ever did for myself, but would never want to do it again.
I don't think you should do
It's the best thing I ever did. I don't want to do it again.
it at all, to be honest. How do you go into a surgery not knowing what the surgery entails, that you don't know what they do in LASIK surgery? But those videos were absolutely terrifying. I could not imagine somebody cutting into my eye while I'm awake. Or worse, stealing my personal information. That's why I have to give a big shout out to today.
I'd rather be a mole. I'll be real. I'd rather be a mole.
Is incredible sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that keeps all of your personal information safe. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and it works by encrypting all of your information sent between your device and the internet when you're online. So if you're somebody that often goes to coffee shops to use the internet, or maybe you want to connect to the Wi-Fi at your next optometry appointment, your passwords and data will be protected. What's even more exciting is your VPN can be used for so much more than just security. If your guilty pleasure is shopping online when you can't sleep, like me, then you're in luck. Surfshark can help you shop and find the best deals depending on your location. You can even save on flight tickets. You guys know I can't pass up a good bargain or a good trip. And when you sign up, you get Surfshark on an unlimited amount of devices, so you can be protected no matter what device you're using. And if you're not completely satisfied with Surfshark's immense level of safety, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Be sure to use the link in my description for an extra
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a full surf shark. No, I'm using the flap method because it's safer and faster, but it means I can't get hit in the face, because if you get hit in the eye, it can open. Ah, okay, still, nah. I'd be blind as shit instead.
You're 4 months off of your Surfshark subscription. Thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. LASIK eye surgery was first performed in the 1980s by a Russian eye surgeon who was helping a nearsighted boy after having a bad fall. He ended up with glass shards in his eye. It actually sounds terrible. You fall and you get glass in your eye? What are the chances? After the slight shaving of his cornea from having the glass in his eye, he actually found that his vision improved. Talk about amazing luck. Later, the idea was developed in the US, first using scalpels and then lasers. And
so it was lucky. It was lucky. Okay, interesting.
Thus, LASIK was born. The FDA worked suspiciously hard to get this procedure approved because people were already conducting illegal surgeries. It was finally approved in the 1990s, and when you actually think about it, even more than the medical benefit for the patient, this idea had massive financial gain for the big businessmen as well. Think about it. Over 4 billion people worldwide require corrective lenses or glasses just to survive their daily life. So this was a start of a massive moneymaker. Half the planet will require glasses by 2050. Are you kidding me? These findings of laser eye surgery fulfill the needs of millions of people, giving them their eyesight.
Wait, half the planet? Wouldn't that be technically concerning, considering that half the planet would need it? That would be rather concerning, I'll be real.
And their freedom back, while also simultaneously putting millions of dollars into big businessmen's pockets. Keep this in mind for later. Like, this is all kind of suspicious, right? The quick FDA approval, the horrible complications. I don't know. The surgery costs around $5,000 for both eyes, and it is said that you will be back to work within 1 to 3 days. With perfect 20/20 vision, might I add. Some doctors even say that LASIK surgery is one of the safest procedures in all of medicine. This video I'm about to show you is a doctor that speaks very highly of LASIK.
Is LASIK eye surgery safe? LASIK is one of the safest procedures in all of medicine. It's been around almost 30 years now, and I've even had it on my own eyes, but you need to be a good candidate. Part of being a good candidate is having healthy eyes. Your cornea, the outer lens of the eye, like a car's windshield, has to be thick enough. Your corneas cannot be bulging out, called keratoconus. There's other procedures for that. It's important also to be in the hands of a very experienced.
Hi Hazy, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Interesting, okay. So you need to kind of have, like, different eyes, different procedures. Interesting.
Experienced LASIK surgeon. Hope that helps.
If you go to these comments, it's ridiculous. It messed my eyes up. I have dry eyes, see halos, and have a hard time driving. I'm also back to wearing glasses again. This is simply not true. I suffer from neuropathic corneal pain, nerve damage, and have for 2.5 years as a result of laser eye surgery. I got LASIK and my eyes are still really dry after almost 2 years. Do you have any suggestions? It's just simply not a coincidence that those are real people making those comments. This is all super interesting, but everything that he says it's just simply not true. What is sold to us nearsighted people as a quick and easy investment into the rest of our lives is just one of the biggest scams of all time. Tell how safe this surgery is to the tens of thousands of people that now live in chronic pain due to this incredibly safe procedure.
I decided when I was 21 I didn't want to put up with glasses or contacts anymore. I got laser eye surgery. I actually felt part of the laser go in my eyeball and it severed my nerves, and now I'm permanently disabled for the rest of my life. And
okay, maybe, yeah, you can do what you want, but if I had bad eyesight, that'd be a no for me.
chronic pain.
There's nothing wrong with your cornea the way that it is, and once you sever your very healthy cornea, you are creating different types of problems for the rest of your life.
It's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore. I'll go first.
Y'all already know what I'm gonna say, but LASIK. LASIK is the biggest fucking scam, and I know a lot of people that love it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it is a scam, because regardless if you love it or if you have complications like I do, LASIK is an unnecessary surgery on a healthy
cornea. Our eyes and our corneas can only handle so many surgeries. So in the future, if you end up needing a cornea transplant, or you have cataracts, or you develop glaucoma, like all of those things that naturally happen when you're older, now your cornea is already weakened and it's thinner because of the LASIK surgery. Also, a LASIK flap never truly heals. Once you get LASIK, the LASIK flap, when it heals like a lid that's on Tupperware. Like, it shuts and you can shake it, it's not going to leak, but it's never truly fully sealed the way that it was prior to LASIK. Third, I had LASIK. These glasses are my computer/reading glasses because I can't see clearly up close anymore. These lenses...
Wait. So she went from nearsighted to farsighted. But when she sees things too close, she can't see them anymore. What the heck happened?
Scleral lenses cost just as much as LASIK, only last 2 years, and the only way that I can live a normal life now.
I'm sorry, have you ever heard of somebody getting LASIK and wearing glasses? Funny enough, it's literally all of them. I thought when people went and got LASIK, you're throwing all of that away. You're getting rid of your glasses, people can't drive at night, people can't read properly, people can't even see at nighttime. I worked for an eye surgeon and none of the doctors had it themselves. Really says a lot about it in my opinion. It's being hard somebody that's always wanted to get this procedure done, finding out all of the horrible things that it does to your eyes. I've worn glasses and contacts for over 15 years, and I was always so excited because I was like, I'm just gonna get my eyes fixed one day. After researching for this video and finding out all of the ways that people were literally scammed, like poor innocent people off the street scammed into getting laser eye surgery, only to then unalive themselves later on because the...
Whoa! We went from 0 to 100 real quick. Self-deletion?
Pain is so unbearable, it's honestly heartbreaking. So let's talk about how LASIK surgery has taken a turn for the worst and sold people a dream that isn't real. So why in the world is LASIK so bad? Let's break it down. If you're somebody that has gotten laser eye surgery and you feel amazing and your vision is incredible, I'm honestly so happy for you. Like, honestly, congratulations. But like every single one of our videos where we talk about getting the perfect BBL butt or a full face without any wrinkles due to Botox, we have to look at the pros and cons. You have to understand the risks before diving headfirst into a cosmetic procedure. While some patients do end up waking up with the blessed 20/20 vision, others, instead of saving on contacts and glasses, continue to have to wear contacts and glasses for other reasons. They even have to use specially curated eye drops and, like that girl was saying, scleral lenses. Scleral lenses are very large.
I got some sleep and now I woke up to this. Yeah, we talk about eyes. You know, maybe I'll think about it for more. Yeah, you should, probably.
And rigid, expensive, and uncomfortable contact lenses, literally for patients with ocular conditions and visual impairments. You're telling me that you can go and get LASIK surgery done with the hopes to have your eyes fixed and end up with visual impairments. That's not what you're sold in the commercials. Make it make sense. While researching and creating this video, I watched a documentary by the incredible Dana Conroy called Broken Eyes. She dove really deep into the experience of many patients that had gotten LASIK eye surgery and regretted it just the same way that she had.
If people knew how LASIK is performed, nobody would have that procedure.
Do you feel like, would you like me to laser you back to what you were and just go back to glasses and contacts?
Yes, I would feel like very much like that.
It's just, I'm not used to people being this upset, because I have people that see a lot worse than you.
So rude.
Oh, you still have problems seeing. But there are other people that see worse than you, so I don't know why you complain. Like, what is this argument?
The only people that can understand are people that have been through it. And that's why having this support group is so important. Because you feel so alone. You feel like an alien.
What you think you're gonna get is not worth the risk. These complications aren't minor. They're life-changing and they're debilitating and they're always there.
And their language that they used was just so effective. It was like, man, I don't know what's up with your eyes. It was like, what do you mean you don't know what's up with my eyes? Like, you did this.
So many people in this documentary stated that they would do anything to have their old eyesight back, to have never gotten LASIK in the first place because it ruined their lives. If you find yourself enjoying this video or the subject matter of LASIK, I highly recommend that you watch that documentary because it is super eye-opening. No pun intended. In many of the interviews that take place within that documentary, so many people say that this entire procedure was heavily...
Imagine paying this all this big amount, like this big amount of money, and then it actually making your life worse. Like, can you even sue these people? I wonder. Are they gonna make you some, like, sign something? I don't know.
pushed and sold to them, and that none of these complications were actually made clear in the original consultation. Why is it that all of the people that had these consultations were told verbatim, you are a perfect candidate for this surgery? This probably wasn't true. There could be a lot of different reasons why the surgery didn't work out for them, and the likelihood is they probably all weren't good candidates for this surgery. We constantly hear these doctors saying that there is a 1% complication rate, that it is an amazing surgery with so much technology over 30 years behind it. It is stated now that the complication rates are more like 10 to 30%.
Yeah, I would say you shouldn't do this. That is not worth the risk.
10 to 30% of people experience absolutely life-altering complications. Would you go ahead and do this surgery if you knew that? Probably not. These complications all truly depend on the patient, but they range from a variety of things such as chronic dry eye, chronic pain, nerve damage, glares, halos, being unable
10%, that is a too high risk. If it was 2%, 1%, like I said, go at it. But if it is 10%, no. Never. Never, ever.
to see at night at all, double vision, visual aberrations, only to name a few. With all of these findings, there have been so many professionals that used to once back this procedure that have now turned around and talked about how harmful and dangerous it can be.
Now, a CBS 4 News health alert. An estimated 20 million Americans have undergone LASIK eye surgery to correct nearsightedness and improve.
Do we want to just 20 million? Do you know how much money that is? 20 million times 5,000? Pardon? Am I conspiring? Am I being conspiracy theorist? Maybe.
And improved distance vision. Surveys show high patient satisfaction, but some patients say the minimally invasive surgery ruined their eyesight. As CBS News medical contributor Dr. Tara Narula reports, one expert who once backed the procedure is now campaigning to get it off the market.
It's a devastation that I can't even explain.
Abraham Rutner says LASIK surgery damaged his vision and nearly ruined his life.
So what happened after the surgery?
Things would appear double. Around the lights were like having starbursts.
After months of not being able to drive or do his job, the Brooklyn electrician finally found help in Miami,
His cornea is very distorted as a result of his LASIK surgery,
where optometrist Edward Boschnick fitted him with special contact lenses.
This Dr. Edward Boschnick, he actually has dedicated his entire practice to helping people that have suffered with chronic eye pain and in general horrible.
I find the idea insane that a medical procedure that is supposed to help you damages you so much that you have to seek another medical professional to help you. Yeah, this is a red flag.
Complications with LASIK. Imagine changing your entire practice just to help the thousands of people that actually seek out your help specifically to help them with this horrible eye.
If it was just 1%, like, you wouldn't have a dedicated job.
Eye pain.
Don't blink.
Boschnick estimates he's treated thousands of patients with LASIK complications. Paula Kofer had surgery 19 years ago.
And from day one, my vision was an absolute train wreck, and it still is today.
She started a LASIK complications support group on Facebook and quickly found she was not alone.
You really have to understand you're risking your only pair of eyes.
How you feeling? Perfect.
When she says you're risking your only pair of eyes, the thing about this that makes me feel so differently than so many of the cosmetic procedures that we've talked about is when you have, like, bad B.
I think I'll stick to glasses. I think that, again, I can't tell you what to do, but again, I think maybe in the future if it gets safer, only then. Yeah. Also, I kind of think like, you know, these were eyes given to you. Maybe it's a like you know, I don't know what to say. To be fair, I would never get that kind of surgery. The risk would just be too great. Permanent damage to my eyes. That would be terrible. As a teacher, that would be terrible.
And of course it does affect certain parts of your life, the sitting. I mean, of course we know that BBL could literally cause death, but this is your eyesight. This is how you view and perceive the world. It's how you make memories. My heart truly aches for these people. Like, this hurts me so badly.
Still, the FDA's own website is filled with stories of serious complications. Patients report relentless eye pain, dizziness, detached retinas, and tell the agency LASIK ended my life, and this procedure needs to stop.
Essentially, we ignored the data on vision distortions that persisted for years.
Morris Waxler is a retired FDA advisor who voted to approve LASIK. He now says that vote was a mistake.
I re-examined the documentation, and I said, wow, this is not good.
Waxler says his own analysis of industry data shows complication rates between 10 and 30%.
Yeah, no. Definitely not. If a medical professional who formerly agreed to this being a thing now says, I'm good, bro, I think we have a problem.
In 2011, he petitioned the FDA to issue a voluntary recall of LASIK. 3 years later, the agency denied that request.
And why? If you've got so many people...
Money! It is always about money. You don't have to care about people, just money. That's why a lot of medicine doesn't actually help you. So you keep being sick and you keep buying more.
That have their lives changed due to this surgery. Why do they keep providing it?
And now tells CBS News it, quote, has not found any new safety concerns associated with LASIK devices.
Do you think that this should be taken off the market?
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with a person's eyes who goes to get LASIK. They could go and get a pair of glasses.
I think there needs to be so much more transparency between these surgeons and their actual patient, and knowing for sure that they're going to have a life free of any complications.
Abraham Rutner now believes he was never a good candidate.
And I was blaming myself. Why in the world did I go into it? And
Rutner estimates his vision is now about 90% improved. He tolerates the discomfort of hard contact lenses, but wishes he had known more before he had LASIK.
That doctor has treated thousands of patients with LASIK complications. Why is this surgery legal? If LASIK is so great, then why do so many eye doctors still wear contacts and glasses? Call me a
when the person that performs your when the person that performs your eye surgery wears glasses, you know you gotta run. I think just that there's maybe also a lot of stigma around wearing glasses and it being like kind of viewed as a bad thing. Me personally, I don't care about that.
A conspiracy theorist, but I do this for my babes. I do this for you guys. I need to know the truth so that we can debunk all these horrible things.
Chat, I'm part of the babes.
LASIK on my left eye, PRK on the right. Left eye is really screwed up. Can't see well at all. Pain all day. LASIK should be highly criticized, and we are doing the criticizing. Now, since all of those reports have been released, the FDA is reevaluating the entire procedure, now making sure that surgeons are very transparent about the potential complications. Duh! Shouldn't they do that anyway?
All right, Dr. Jen is back now. We're talking about a risk when it comes to LASIK surgery.
Right, and the FDA right now, the headline in the world of medicine and surgery, actually, is that the FDA is trying to decide whether they should require ophthalmologists, these are surgeons who do this surgery on the eye, to add additional warnings in their surgical consent process. Now, this is a very popular surgery. It can be done to correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, astigmatism. You know, anytime you have a procedure that's done so much and that denominator of how popular it is huge, of course you can see more complications.
I really don't like how these people talk about it. Like, they talk about it so casually and as if there is such a high rate of success. Just because you did the procedure and the patient didn't die doesn't mean that it's a success.
I was trained as an OBGYN surgeon. A surgical consent form, and this is so important for patients who are having surgery, even if it's elective, should always explain what are the risks, what are the possibilities, how often does that happen in general in the literature, and how often does that happen with the surgeon you're going to. If that's not part of the consent form, that surgeon has not done their job.
Yeah. Honestly, you guys, I got my fists out for you guys. I'm fighting for you guys. This is horrible. Now, it isn't just a couple people that show up on the news sharing their horrible experience with LASIK. It only takes a few seconds scrolling on TikTok under the hashtag LASIK complications to see the dozens,
Oh boy. Not really the stigma, it's just annoying. They fall off. I have to get new ones basically every year or a couple of years, so a lot of money. They can get foggy or dirty, as well as it's the stress, because once you take off the glasses, you're worried that your eyes got worse. I can understand that. Though, is it really worth potentially making it worse? That's the other question. I don't think that's the case. Also, you said you want to get rich, so, you know, a pair of glasses will probably be cheap to you in the future.
thousands of people sharing their experiences and how LASIK has actually ruined their lives. Went to a top surgeon and paid over $6,500 for laser eye surgery leading up to my wedding day. Was left with severe nerve damage, $40,000 to $50,000.
Nice, 50K.
In medical expenses. Biggest regret of my life for sure.
I just want to say my biggest regret in life ever is getting LASIK, because now I have to deal with the side effects of it, which are excruciatingly dry eyes. Like, I can barely keep my eye open. I've had to deal with it like all day today, putting eye drops in it. It's super sensitive to light. Like, I can barely keep it open. It's teary. It hurts. I feel like there's sandpaper in my eye because it's that fucking dry. Because now I have chronically dry eyes because of LASIK. Like, I would rather wear glasses for the rest of my life than have to deal with this ever again.
It goes to show you that a situation that we think is so bad, like the pain and the discomfort of constantly having to wear contact lenses, having your eyes dry out at the end of the day. Maybe you like to play contact sports and you have to wear glasses, or you try to wear contacts but it doesn't work for you. This just seems like nothing compared to what these poor people are going through. Oh, don't do it, you guys.
So I don't like talking about this because it makes me feel claustrophobic about the choices I've made. But I got LASIK eye surgery a few years back, and it's one of the worst decisions I think I've ever made in my life. I got LASIK eye surgery in the beginning of 2022, and I suffer daily eye pain, severe eye dryness, floaters in my eye, specifically my left eye is really bad tension headaches every day, night blindness.
Yeah, this does not seem worth it at all. Like, not even a little bit. If that backfires, no, that is not worth it. Also, the only thing I'm worried of, if your eyes get too bad, you can't drive a car. I think it was -10 or something. Thankfully, I'm far off from that, and I hope it never gets to that. I hope so too. It won't. And if it does, you're gonna hire somebody. Hire somebody to drive you.
Your eyes and their nerves and everything going on there is directly connected to your brain. So many people experience horrible migraines all the time. It's said by so many of these doctors that once your cornea is sliced into a flap and then placed back over your eye, it will heal within a few weeks. But unfortunately, that eye will never heal, leading to severe pain and actual nerve damage. The cornea is living tissue with tons of nerves running through it. And when those nerves are damaged, they either never
I also was like, question, if you cut this up, that usually never, like, most body parts that never fully heals completely. There will always be a scar or anything, any permanent damage. Especially something, You have to consider this, right? You have to consider this. Your eyes are just a part of your brain pushed through your eye sockets. Your eyes are part of your brain. So you are quite literally damaging your brain. Or be a passenger princess, just don't take the wheel. I guess that would solve some issues, true.
Regrow back to what they used to be, or they make really poor connections once they're regenerated. That's where this chronic pain and the feeling of like glass in your eye actually comes from.
So this is the reality of life with LASIK complications. I woke up today and my eyes are so red. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but they're so red, both of them. And I was supposed to have some plans today with friends, and I'm just like, honestly, I just feel like LASIK has ruined my life because I'm just so embarrassed to be out in public with my eyes like this and just constantly having to worry about eye drops and eye routines and all the effort that I'm putting into this, and it's not even working. I'm so tired.
This is just heartbreaking. Like, you really put your trust into these surgeons, just the way that you do when you get a cosmetic procedure, and you think that they're gonna help you, but you are left with complications that are actually so much worse than the life that you lived before. Imagine trying everything, all these different types of drops, and it doesn't help. To try to explain how harmful this LASIK surgery has been for innocent people, there have been a recorded 11 individuals that have unalived themselves.
If it's so bad that you rather not live with it at all. Nah.
Due to the pain and the complications of LASIK eye surgery. Could you imagine doing that to somebody? Like, in good faith, operating on somebody who shouldn't have LASIK eye surgery and them choosing to end their life?
Paula Kofer says she has endured decades of pain.
My eyes began to burn and burn and burn, and it just never let up. And it was just a constant burning, sometimes stinging, stabbing.
Dr. Eric Donenfeld, speaking for the American Academy of Ophthalmology, says LASIK is safe for the vast majority of patients.
Usually 96% of patients say that they are extraordinarily happy with the procedure.
But a doctor who played a key role in getting the surgery approved by the FDA is campaigning to have LASIK surgery banned.
What would you say to someone considering LASIK eye surgery?
There's absolutely no reason to do it. You're just looking for trouble.
When your eyes are affected, it changes your entire life. Some of these people that speak about their complications have had to give up hobbies, their jobs. Sometimes they are left alone because their family doesn't understand. They lose marriages, their kids.
On his 27th birthday, my son had lost all hope.
Dr. Nancy Burleson knows the emotional pain of laser eye surgery all too well after her son Max, an Army veteran and engineering student who underwent the procedure, could no longer deal with his pain.
First, he had severe pain. He felt like needles were continuously being poking inside his eyes.
How can you live a normal life if it feels like you have needles in your eye?
It's like people, when you live with constant pain, it's just not worth it. The way Diluc is blocking the woman's face. I'm sorry, I don't want to block faces.
The people selling this dream, the ophthalmologists, obviously know that there are complications because they see these individuals coming back into their practice needing solutions. At the end of the day, they provide band-aid fixes to help soothe the discomfort and irritation when you're not actually saving any money by getting this procedure. Sure, the procedure is originally $5,000, but you're continuing to put all of this money right back into their pocket where you maybe would have been saving on contact.
Average medical practices, they don't solve the problem. They give you a they apply a medical solution that makes you come for more. Pretty average, I would say.
Lenses or glasses, it's just not true.
I want to show you guys this crazy medication that I have to carry around in this cooler. It is a medication made from my own blood. And don't worry, it is not gruesome. In a cooler because it needs to be refrigerated at all times, and it's made from my own plasma in my blood. Eye drops are directed to be put in 8 times a day to repair my nerves, and it feels amazing every time I put it in. But I just want to show you all the things that I have to do to keep my eyes feeling not like death, and I have to take a bunch of other medications, but isn't that crazy that I actually have medication made from my own blood?
Patients never believe me and how painful corneal neuropathy can be.
Damn, medication from your own blood to repair your nerves. Didn't even know that was a thing.
So this visibility is very important. It's so rare, but so serious. I'll never understand how people think wearing glasses is really that bad.
My eyes had no issues before, except that I needed glasses and contacts to see. Now I can't see correctly with glasses or contacts. Scleral lenses don't work for me. I have...
The damage is so great that not even like what? The damage is so great that glasses nor like oh my god.
Chronic pain.
One of the things that I am most grateful for that I've learned on TikTok is the impact of LASIK eye surgery. As someone who is a glasses girly, these are my glasses. These are how thick they are. I don't even know if you can see exactly. You could probably see. These are my glasses. I've been wearing glasses and contacts since the 1st grade. I have contemplated on getting LASIK eye surgery like just in recent years.
Can you blame us?
And when I tell you that very first TikTok that I saw that said, I'm in chronic pain, baby, the only thing I have done since then is look for new glasses. What different styles can I get? Like, what do I want to try?
This is where it's at now. I don't think we're ever gonna get to this point. We just need to accept and learn that this is our lives. We've just been dealt this hand, whatever. And the very interesting part is, with age, our eyes regress anyway, no matter what. I think Kris Jenner said it in a clip where she was like, you're gonna have to end up wearing glasses one day, but for now your eyes will be fine with this LASIK. We're all of us are going to have to wear glasses, at least for reading, when we're in our 60s, our 70s. So this is just prolonging something that's gonna come anyways. And the risks involved are so not worth it. And why have no LASIK surgeons or ophthalmologists or optometrists ever gotten this procedure done? Why is it that when you watch this video, all of these professionals are all wearing glasses? Why don't top LASIK surgeons get LASIK themselves?
Wait, what?
This video, all of these professionals are all wearing glasses. Why don't top
glasses? They're all wearing glasses.
LASIK surgeons get LASIK themselves?
I think explaining it.
Are you kidding?
My surgeon's sleeping peacefully at night with lots of money.
They don't even realize what they've done to these people. Or maybe they do. You guys, look at her eye drops, her medications.
Bro, she got the whole package.
I'm sure she never thought that that was going to happen when she first went for the surgery. So I know all of you guys thinking about going off and getting LASIK, watching this video has made you just as disappointed.
Funny how we were talking about dirty minds, and then I hear the words going off. I believe myself, but I do not believe you. You know, we know exactly where your mind went to.
As it has made me. Bro, I'm honestly so sad. I thought I was gonna leave my contacts in the dust. So you're probably asking yourself, Lael, what is left for us, if anything? Or is it just glasses and contacts forever? I call my contacts the jellyfish. Are we just wearing the jellyfish for the rest of our lives? Well, there has been a brand new scientific advancement in eyesight and eye care and ophthalmology and something that isn't LASIK called orthokeratology, or ortho-K for short.
Orthokeratology, or ortho-K, is a revolutionary FDA-approved technique that also changes the shape of the cornea.
Pardon?
It is a non-surgical procedure that is completely reversible and extremely safe.
Really?
And avoids complications such as dryness. Using our advanced technology, Ortho-K lenses are custom-made for the needs of each individual patient. The highly breathable lenses are worn overnight and...
Oh, custom lenses. Interesting. Wait, are these pretty much like...
Change the shape of the cornea through gentle pressure.
Are these pretty much like braces for eyes? That is funny.
Realigning the focal point onto the retina while you sleep. This gives you clear and comfortable vision.
Are we claiming this as a scam? Like, what do we think of this personally? What do you guys think of this? This is like some dystopian ad. I feel like you would see something like this in the next Blade Runner movie playing on one of those big screens in the town. You know what I'm saying? Why do I call it the town? Like, it's not the town square, like the town, you know, like in the city when they've got all the banners up and all the, oh my, am I ancient? This is crazy, you guys. So it's essentially like wearing Invisalign for your eyes. I have never been so shocked by something in my whole life. This is crazy. Now, after hearing all of the horrible things about LASIK, would you dare mess around with your eyes even a little bit, even if it's a nighttime contact? I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Leave me a comment. Now, would you guys try out something brand new like this, like Ortho-K, after hearing everything wrong about LASIK? Is it too new for us to actually make a good assumption? Would you try this? Let me know in the comments down below, because I don't know. I think
You will probably need to look more into this and read more and then decide. Well, maybe. Raven just getting hope for her eyes.
I'm still pretty skeptical.
While you're sleeping, it shapes and molds the surface of your eye, and then the next morning you take out the contact lens, and then you see clearly throughout the day. Now, the reason all of this works is because the front part of the cornea, the very front of it, has cells called the epithelium. It's about 50 microns.
Oh, so it is not permanent. It's just like you wear it in the night, then you remove it, and then you can see throughout the day. Or is it permanent?
Thick. And this contact lens will push on that central epithelium and basically squeeze the fluid from the center of the cornea out to farther edges. And that kind of makes a plateau shape. And that makes the light that's entering your eye focus more correctly onto the retina in the back of the eye, giving you better vision. The catch to all this is that the central cornea does reform and kind of spring back to its original shape, which requires you to wear these types of Ortho-K lenses.
Okay, so it isn't permanent, but it sounds like a cool solution, because you're not gonna, what's the word? Be super annoyed by it, you just have to put them in overnight. Interesting. That might be useful.
At nighttime, every single night. In fact, it takes about 1 to 2 weeks of wearing them every night just to get the eye to be about the shape that it needs to be in order to see your very best. And then you also need to keep wearing the lenses every night. Otherwise, if you don't, the surface of the eye will kind of regress back to its original shape and you won't see as clearly again.
So it kind of is like Invisalign. Like, if you say didn't want to have this improved vision, which why would you not? You can just not wear them to bed and your eyes will kind of just go back to the way they were. But is there a chance that your eyes could worsen, or that maybe for whatever reason they wouldn't end up getting better and they would go past where they used to be and then they would just what? So this is really cool because your cornea is not being cut, they're not doing anything extreme to it, and you can just stop wearing them if you don't like the result. Now, complications with something like Ortho-K is dry eyes, eye irritation or infection due to improper lens wear, increased sensitivity to light and glare, and blurred vision during the day when not wearing the lenses. Every person and every eye is different. These Ortho-K lenses are still very, very new, even though they are FDA approved, and they're just rolling them out. So it doesn't even seem like many people at their optometry offices are able to get Ortho-K, and you have to get a special certification in order to just prescribe them to your patients. Personally, I think it's safe to say that I'd like to wait a little bit longer to see how other people experience.
Agreed. If there's a new medical procedure and it's supposed to work, give it a bit of time. Give it a bit of time. You never know.
It's the Ortho-K and what it does for them, because I just cannot risk my eyes not working. I need them. I need them to work. You guys, to be honest, researching and understanding every in and out that has to do with LASIK eye surgery and its complications is literally like falling into a black hole. There are people like Paula Kofer who have dedicated their entire lives since getting LASIK to understanding the ins and outs and how it has ruined so many people's lives. Even just using that information to help try and fix her own eyes. And these are real people that put their trust trust in these surgeons, hoping that it would change their lives in the best way, and it turned out to be the worst. If you are somebody watching this that struggles with complications after LASIK, there are so many people searching to the depths of the ocean to try to find solutions, and I really hope one day you can be pain-free. However, from everything that I've researched up until this point about LASIK, I will never have this procedure done. It takes so much thought before going ahead and getting something done to your body, any sort of surgery, but the risks far outweigh the benefits, in my personal opinion. I cannot risk the health of my eyes, and I don't think I would ever be the same without them. And I'm honestly so happy that I took the time to research, create this video, and share these things with you guys before I ever blindly went into LASIK. Like, I literally was gonna just go a few years ago and get it done. Thank goodness I didn't. I only make these videos because I love you, and please make very, very informed decisions when it comes to what you do with your body, because
she's correct.
Because it could affect the rest of your life. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click here to watch how...
Yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Now, after hearing what this is about, like all the bad stuff about it, if I ever find a person that wants to do this, I will send them this video. Very simple. And Raven, you're not doing it. You better not. I think I'll wait for 5 years or something. Yeah, makes sense. Give it a bit of time.